We came for a war, Hero Fix. We came for a war of two brands. And when I say two brands, I ain't talking about SmackDown and Raw. I'm talking about the real competition. The competition between WWE and AEW. And in order to get these superstars into this feud right here, we needed not one, but two steel cages. Oh yeah, it's real. It's happening. And one of the most realistic wars in action figure history. Really stoked to get in this. Now, we never got this in WWF versus WCW. The fantasy match, it never occurred. Yes, there was a War Games. It was done by WCW. And this is kind of the inspiration from it all. Real quick, before we get into the setup, I want to let you guys know, I'm sure that a lot of you would want to see this, because I know the one thing that you guys are always requesting me is for those action figure matches. If we reach 1,000 likes in this video, yeah, we'll go ahead and do a War Games match between, well, I don't know, it could be AEW, it could be a mixture of different stuff. There's a whole lot of ideas stirring up right now in the WHF mind, but only you can make those happen. And also tell me, who do you think would win in this feud, in this matchup between AEW versus WWE? Up front, we have Roman Reigns trying to stop Dean Ambrose. Hero Fix, get it right, man. It's Moxley. Moxley, he is trying to not only escape this prison right here, but he managed to successfully escape the WWE jail. Or is it a prison? I have no idea. That's how he felt about it. That's what that promo was about before he came over to WWE. He felt like he was in prison. And I think this is a perfect representation of it all. Roman Reigns, he ain't too happy. Now, if you don't know this, he was actually trying to put in the word for him before he left WWE. He was trying to talk to the personnel backstage to give him a push. He didn't want to hear it though. He had enough. He had plenty of years of just being told the craziest. No, you guys got to go listen to the podcast between him and Chris Jericho. There is so much information that you guys need to know. But the only thing you need to know is that Seth Rollins over here does not want to go into the sky. And I'm not talking about like the rafters. I'm talking about the sky. What's above the rafters? What's outside the arena? I'm talking about heaven. The one-winged angel, that's what he's seeing here. Kenny Omega. So Rollins was about to escape. As you can see right here, he made it all the way to the top. And Kenny Omega, he creeped underneath him. I mean, he's got him all set up. If this guy hits the one-winged angel, no matter if it's inside the ring or outside, from this high up, from this, 15 feet up in the air, it's going to hurt, man. It's not only going to hurt, but we will also find out as to who is the best wrestler in the world right now, Rollins or Omega. Now, Lesnar, he don't seem to care. See, he's over here with his briefcase. It's supposed to be a war between AEW. But instead, the only thing Lesnar is worried about is cashing in his money in the bank. He says, yeah, do it, Kenny. Come on. I want to see this. Oh, bro, come on. You got to be kidding me, man. You're supposed to be aligned with your comrades. Lesnar, I don't even know where to start with you, man. I just know that you're a disappointment on the regular. Let's get into the ring, you guys, because inside the ring, we have so much going on over here. AJ Styles hitting the Styles Clash on one of his old Bullet Club members. AJ, come on, dude. Look, he already told us. He says, hey, I signed my last contract. WWE is now my home. And Finn Balor, he says, come on, AJ, you need to come over here. He remembers this, like back in the old NJPW days, these two were the best of friends, man. The Underboss and Finn Balor. Dude, I think it will happen at some point. I think the full Bullet Club, they'll reunite. It might not be televised. It might be kind of like what Zack Ryder and Cody Rhodes are doing. I mean, you guys see those. If you guys follow them on Instagram, these guys overall always at Disney on the regular. Two brands, but it don't matter, man. Best of friends, they never die. Now, Bray Wyatt over here, yeah. Now we have the new. Look, Undertaker, I think Undertaker is officially stepping away after that match. I think a lot of people, I mean, look, I love Taker, man, but we need a new face when it comes to fear. And I think Goldust right there, hold on, Hero Fakes. Dustin Rhodes, no longer Goldust. These are kind of like the clash of the two dark faces of AEW and WWE. I mean, I don't know if you considered Dustin Rhodes that dark. I mean, his attire was pretty cool, but I think Bray Wyatt, I think he's getting the Fiend. I think he's reaching deep underneath that ring to get the Fiend power to overcome AEW's top superstar when it comes to that division. Sean Spears just got hit pretty nasty, man. I think he got the perfect 10 Claymore right there. Ty Dillinger, not only in WWE, but even over there, you ain't getting a break. Pac, yes, Pac. I said Pac. I'm talking about Neville right there. Is he confirmed? It is. Look, according to Wikipedia, people are always calling me out on this. They're like, Hero Fix, Neville is not part of AEW. Go check the reference, man. I saw on there that he's still on there, regardless of what he said. I mean, he's got no other home, man. And there's no other home that you'd want to be in except the new brand that's only going to bring the fight to WWE. And you know who's bringing the fight over here to him? Jeff Hardy. He is up there, man. The high risk taker. The man that's willing to put his life on the line, not just for WWE, but to prove that he's still one of the best high flyers in wrestling history. And since we are on that subject about history, you know who reflects history right here when it comes to the War Games? When it comes to the true crow in wrestling, I'm talking about Sting. He's coming up to the villain. He's like, bro, why you wearing my jacket? Oh, dude, look, I know some of these guys, they said they're done, they're never coming back. But when it comes to WWE, man, if you give enough money to these guys, they'll come out, especially if you're over there in Saudi Arabia. KO and Sammy, I think the two most likely superstars to ditch WWE, they are teaming up on one of their old lads, Rey Mysterio, man. One of them is holding them down, and the other one is pounding away. Braun Strowman, he's got Cody Rhodes. He's going to hit him with the power slam. Now, the one match that we talked, well, actually, not me, but I'm talking about the Young Bucks and the New Day. This was actually talked about before there was even anything mentioned about AEW. These two, they want a fantasy match, and they want it to happen. I mean, they really got out there, and they went at it on the mic. These two, look, if it does happen, the Young Bucks and the New Day, dude, just imagine. Or even, what about another idea? Usos, right? I think Usos versus the Young Bucks. I mean, when you say best tag teams of all time, this is kind of what comes to mind. And the Young Bucks do seem to be getting the upper hand right there on the New Day. But Xavier, he stopped him. He almost hit him right there in the face, but he stopped him midway through. Ricochet, what time is it? 6:30. Hold on, let me check my clock. Nope, it's not 6:30. Well, you know who it's 6:30 for right here? Trent Beretta. Hero Fix. Who's Trent Beretta? I don't know. I'm kidding. Look, back in WWE, the guy was really, he was a jobber. I'm going to call him a jobber. And AEW, even though it's all about opportunity, man, there still has to be a jobber category. And I hate to say it, man, this guy has always gotten the worst. The short end of the stick, the man has always seemed to land it on. Randy Orton and Hangman Page. Hangman Page is like, hold on, dude, don't do it. I'm hanging over here, and I'm hanging on to a RKO out of nowhere. Chris Jericho, it looks like he's got the WWE champion. He's got it locked in. The walls of Jericho deep. It's cinched in. Kofi's about to tap. I don't think he'll tap, man. I think he'll find a way to escape. He always manages to get out one way or another. Kofi, come on, man. We're rooting for you. Cena, what are you doing, man? I thought you were done. Nuh-uh. Hey, look, if WWE needs John Cena, he's always there on the clutch. And in this case, I think they would deeply need John Cena, man. He's kind of the one that would be the one to stand out and be like, I'm going to show you how this is done. He's got to hit that 5-knuckle shuffle on Tonga Road. Tonga Road's over here. Daniel Bryan, is he escaping? Is he the first one to be outside the ring? Yes. Actually, no. His feet still have yet to touch the ground. So there is no decisive victory. Now, the stuff right here, this is the actual action inside the ring. But you know there's always outside politics. One of them being Billy Gunn. Yeah, Billy Gunn, you guys. One of the backstage personnel. And this kind of has me wonder, man. Like, there was a whole conspiracy back in the old WWE versus WCW days where Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, they had invaded WCW, but it was all a trick, man. It was all a trick to kind of ruin the product. And I'm kind of starting to wonder, like, is Billy Gunn behind that? Yes, both of these two, they are still very good friends. I mean, you go back and you watch the Hall of Fame, they had a hoot and holler in time. And the fact that he was there, it didn't make much sense. They even brought it up too, man. They never keep anything under wraps. Like when it comes to just making a mockery of a brand or just going all out, DX, they never held back. So some questions, you guys. Let me know how you guys feel. Is there conspiracy of some of these members that are going over there to kind of ruin the product? We'll find out. The future will only tell you if the women's division will also be built up in AEW. Bret the Hitman Hart. Now, according to Wikipedia, I didn't see him there as one of the backstage personnel, but he was there at their last pay-per-view that he presented the main title. And I think he'll talk to his, I think it's his niece, because I think Bret the Hitman Hart's her uncle. I think he's trying to talk to her. He's like, you need to come over here. We need a women's division. I know Sasha Banks, she'll most likely go over there, but if Natty was to go over there as well, dude, that would just, again, it would be building up to that roster that they desperately need. Let me know how you guys feel about it, you guys. If you guys still want to see that War Games match, go all out in the comment section, and I want you to also tell me which brand is going to be the one that's going to win if they ever were to have this, or just I'm talking about ratings in general. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.